Okay.
Thank you very much, Chair, for giving us the floor. I indeed represent United Cities and local governments, but also our coalition of networks of local and regional authorities, the Global Task Force, that has been closely following the discussions. We wanted to congratulate the room and your efforts for what is becoming a truly interactive dialogue, and thank member states for attending these sessions. We have been used to something different in the past, and we really congratulate and welcome the changes. We agree with a lot of what has been said, and you're very used for our group to start our interventions by saying that today half of the world's population lives in cities, but we can't avoid repeating that in urban areas. And that very soon we will account for 2/3 of the world population living in urban areas. This does not mean in any way that our constituency does not take into account the rural-urban linkages and the rural-urban continuum, actually. As we work towards Habitat 3, we want to share with you that we are particularly concerned about the needs of intermediary cities and the service provision that these cities will need to provide in the future. And we think that this is particular importance for the indicators and the goals that we are discussing here today. So what we want to bring to the room this morning is actually two key messages. It's the territorial approach to the goals. We cannot forget that there is a huge difference in the way that you look at things if you try to look at it in an integrated manner, not in silos, not from a silos perspective. And this relates also to what has been said by many groups about the need to look at disaggregated data. Disaggregated data in terms of target audiences, but also in terms of scale and territories. And this is the main message of my constituency to you today. This data does not even exist in some cases. And if we want to really be a game changer, we will need to address this. In the work that we have been doing with UNDP, the Global Task Force, and that has informed the Secretary General report on localization of the Sustainable Development Goals, we have made very concrete recommendations which we hope that the member states can consider for the follow-up of this conversation. We will need to approach different statistic frameworks, also at national level and at local level, if we really want to make a difference, and if we really want to acknowledge the transformational potential that urbanization has. This is something that has been coming up in the expert group discussions of the Statistical Commission, but that we don't see coming back in the final outcome documents, and we hope that can be reconsidered. We really welcome Brazil's statement on not trying to limit ourselves in terms of indicator, and to look at composite indicators as well, and to the capacity, addressing the capacity to deal with those. We finally want to stress that we are very happy with the inclusion of Goal 11, that it addresses very important issues for cities, but not only for big cities, also for a smaller one and the rural-urban continuum. But we would like not to miss out on the importance of addressing the local and subnational level, that territorial approach that we mentioned in the rest of the goals. Approaching a territorial dimension is a powerful enabler for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals and targets. And as a sphere of government, we are really ready to help you with the implementation and monitoring. Thank you.